that. Cool. Try it out. Alright. Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. Take a look on your lap book. It's Disaster Piece Theater. I talk about everything. Friends to know, a place to grow. It's Disaster Piece Theater. You like that? That's hot, huh? I should make that like my new intro. And watch me get sued while reading Rainbow.
Hey, how you doing? I'm glad you tuned in. Current events, movies, and music for your families and friends. Disaster Piece Theater is the name of the show. So without further ado, here we go.
What's up, guys? It's Tuesday, January 19th, 2010. Got an action-packed rock'em sock'em show for you today. Actually, no, I don't. It's a pretty somber show today. First thing I want to talk to you about was, obviously, Wyclef is crying in the news, and everybody's talking about it, so I figured I'd jump on the bandwagon and talk about it, too. It's really funny. Okay, no, it's not really funny that he was crying in the news, but it seemed like it was almost a cover-up for the accusations that he got about his charity taking or misappropriating some of the funds that he got for the Haiti help. I think it's called Yeli, some shit like that. His charity took in like $2 million. Funds are missing, misappropriated. Don't know if they'd be in there. I guess this is no longer called a pocket. Wyclef's a good guy, though, man. I honestly don't think that he would be stealing any kind of money from a charity, especially considering that he's from that area, you know. And I mean, those people, they are under such strengths because of the amount of people that died. They're not really receiving a lot of help because a lot of the gangs, you know, they control a lot of the areas. They can't get support. What are they supposed to do? And I really think that Wyclef is doing everything he possibly can to help these guys. And they need all the help they can get anyway. The U.S. military has begun dropping much-needed food and water to the survivors. But there have been so many problems, but it's been hard for them to get the relief efforts to the people that need them. There's blocked roads, there's bureaucratic authority issues, there's authority issues, period, because there hasn't been any authority there since never. Right now, they're estimating that at least 200,000 people died in this earthquake, and about 3 million total have been affected. Wyclef said we need to be looking at the future of Haiti. Why weren't we looking at Haiti before this, when it was a total piece of trash and no one gave a damn that people were living there lawless with gangs and shit running all over the place, taking control of everything? People should have stepped in then and said, hey, wait a minute, there's a problem here, we need to get this shit handled. But now that it's on the forefront of news and almost every piece of media that you can think imaginable, now we care. We can just sweep it under the rug. Sweep it under the rug. Sweep it under the rug. Nobody knows about it. And then it comes right back around and bites you in the ass. But you know what the problem was? They didn't want it. We get, as much as we can offer help, you gotta want help. They didn't want help. They liked things the way they were. Of course, a few people may not have liked it, but what are you gonna do when there's 500 other dudes with Uzis and MAC-10s and machine guns and they gotta get paid? What are you gonna do? Nothing. Well, at least one person is turning tragedy into triumph. Conan O'Brien stands to walk away with $40 million. NBC is probably really kicking themselves in the ass right now. Everybody's really trying to figure out who's to blame for the big debacle. Everybody always wants to point a finger. You did this. You did that. I'm not as concerned with who's to blame as for the title of some of these articles. And this particular one, it said, who's to blame for the late night disaster? And I got to thinking, I like the sound of that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good to see you too. Thank you guys for coming to Disaster Piece Theater. I am NBC's new answer for late night. He said, hey, we had a disaster on our hands and we didn't know what to do with it. Might as well give him a late night talk show. Did you hear this? You hear this? Jay Leno set to take over Disaster Piece Theater. You guys believe that? It's only been 7 minutes. Pass the weed. New Jersey, along with a dozen other states, declared marijuana use legal Monday. Man, let's get high. The reason marijuana was made legal is because it's a much more cost-effective way to battle the aches and pains of chronic diseases and much more cost-effective than buying pharmaceutical drugs. Which just adds to the list one more thing you can have stolen from you after you have your ass beaten in New Jersey. Officer, please, they even took my weed. I mean, my deed to my... Wait, this is New Jersey, right? Yeah, my weed. I just wanted to go home and smoke because of my afflictions and everything, you know? Officer? 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 I think this is a great idea. Weed should have been legal a long time ago. I mean, haven't you ever seen Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke? Who hasn't accidentally had 12 hashish brownies at a party by accident that you made yourself? I think that'll give the government a chance to spend more time not on the war on drugs, but on the war on the rest of the planet Earth. I meant on helping people. Now I can smoke weed and be unemployed all day. Yes! I do think the usage should be limited. I don't think you should be able to smoke at your job or smoke in a professional atmosphere, just like drinking. Well, I didn't want to load you guys down with stories today, but I did want to tell you that I would be doing more videos. I want to touch more onto some of the other things that I'm interested in, like anime, kung fu, movies, video games. And I think this portion of what I'm doing is more news and entertainment focused, as to where I want to talk about a few other things. So I'm going to get into the vein of making more videos, maybe splitting up my channel so that more videos can get to you in an appropriate fashion, be housed where they need to be. So, I'm Disaster. This has been your daily dose of Disaster Piece Theater. Thank you, and I'll see you back here real soon. The reason marijuana was made legal was because